welcome you to our last session, and I wanted to say thank you for letting me do this project for school with you, okay? Did you have fun in this project? So we talked about, remember this is voluntary, you can always say no, you don't have to share, but I encourage you to participate and share. And whatever we say in this room, stays in this room, right? So you can feel safe to share it. So we talked a little bit about, do you remember what we talked about the last time?
Anger, being angry, and doing bad stuff.
So bad choices, but good choices, right? And then we talked, sorry? Taking deep breaths. We'll practice that today. Do you want to practice before we start?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to count to 4 and then we'll breathe in, we'll breathe out for 4. You want to practice that? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So do you remember what that will do for us? You can even close your eyes.
It would help us to not be angry and to make us be happy.
Yeah, but maybe if you're not angry, maybe you can make a better choice. We also talked about journals, right? So did you write in your journal?
Yeah.
Do you want to share?
Yes.
What did you write about?
So when I told my mom to take me to McDonald's.
I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
When I told my mom to take me to McDonald's, she went and left me first, and then she said no.
And how did you feel when she said no? Okay, and what did you do about being mad? You calmed down. How did you calm down? Taking a deep breath. Good. And I want you to you can keep working on your journals. You can share them. You can write when you are not feeling good. So we're going to talk a little bit more about anger and something else we can do when we're angry. So you know anger is an emotion. You can put your journals down. Have you ever heard of the word emotions?
No. Yeah.
Yeah? So anger is an emotion. So I'm going to let you have this. And there's different things that we experience. Sometimes we're frustrated. Have you ever been frustrated?
Yeah.
Or have you ever been, it says anxious, when you're like ready for something to happen. Sometimes you're embarrassed. Have you ever been embarrassed?
Yeah. Yes.
So when has there been a time, do you remember when you're angry? Maybe this last week you were saying you wanted to go to McDonald's and your mom said no. So I'm going to give this to you, but we're also going to learn what we can say when we feel angry. Have you ever heard of an I statement?
Yes.
Yeah? So what is that?
I forgot.
So let me help you a little bit. When we're angry, you can tell somebody that you're angry by explaining what I'm feeling, why, and then about what I'm feeling it, and because of why I'm feeling it. So we're going to practice that. So on your I statement, you're going to say, I feel, so I'm going to start, okay? So I'm going to think of an emotion, like anger, frustration, happy, and then you're going to say why, like what is the event that's causing that, and why, okay? So let me start. I feel frustrated when there's traffic, that's the event, because I have to be somewhere late. Do you want to practice that? So say like you got angry, like Sophie gave us an example of when she wanted to go to McDonald's and her mom said no. And so let's start with I. I feel embarrassed, but did you feel embarrassed when your mom didn't take you to McDonald's, or how did you feel?
I felt
Mad? Angry? Okay, so say I feel when
my mom didn't take me to McDonald's
because
because she was really tired
because you wanted to go, right? You were hungry or you wanted a snack. Zoe, do you have an example?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel happy when I get to see my baby sister after school, and
Because?
I miss her at school.
Very good. So that's a good way. So say somebody, I'm going to give you an example. Say your mom says, you can't play with your cousins today. How would that make you feel?
It would make me feel angry because
So how would you say, I feel?
I feel angry because you didn't let me go over and talk to my cousins.
Because?
Because we were starting a conversation and we had to end it quick.
That's a good example. So sometimes that's what you can do. So what about you want to play outside, but it's too hot to go outside. How does that make you feel, Sophie?
Really, really sad because I wanted to play outside and talk to my cousins.
Because you want to talk to your cousins. So remember to use I. Do you want to use one more example? Okay, who wants to go?
I feel happy when it's Friday, because it's the end of the day and I feel more excited.
When it's Friday, because it's the end of the day, and you get to do more free things. Do you have an example?
Yeah, I feel excited when it's Friday too because we get to have sleepovers with our cousins.
Nice, that's a nice thing. So sometimes when we feel something, especially the anger and the mad, sometimes we want to be like, you make me mad. But what you can say is, you can calm down, you can breathe, and then you can say what? I feel
happy
or angry, frustrated, embarrassed when my brother takes my toys.
Or when we have to clean.
We have to clean because I'm not ready to stop playing.
Yeah, that's what.
Any other examples? Was there anything that happened this week that maybe, like I know Sophie shared about going to McDonald's. Zoe, did you have a time this week when it made you mad or frustrated?
Yes. When my mom said, we're gonna pick up your friends at 1 o'clock, and then it was barely like 8 a.m. and I got frustrated because it takes too long for time to pass by.
So what could you have said? I feel frustrated when
I had to wait for time to pass until 1 o'clock. Because I want to hang out with my friends and go to school.
Good. So this is another thing you can use when you're feeling angry or frustrated, any of the emotions. But it works really well. When you're feeling angry. Now we're gonna do one more thing. Now that you have all these strategies about, like, you can write in a journal, you can take a deep breath, you can use an I statement, you can do a lot of good choices when you're angry. I want you to just pick a color, and then I'm going to ask you a question, depending on the color. Okay, Zoe, that's a hot pink. Listen to the story. Petra felt really sick, but her mother made her go to school. Petra felt like yelling at her mom. What would you tell her to do instead?
I would tell her to not yell, because when you yell, you get more sick and you'll feel.
Instead of yelling, what could she do?
She could take deep breaths and use her I statements.
Nice.
And she could write in her journal if she has one.
Oh, you did all of them. Good job, Zoe. What color do you have, Sophie?
Red.
Red. So So this is your question. Fred and Stephanie were playing with a ball when George came up and took it away from them. Fred and Stephanie started to call George names. What do you think they should have done instead?
Talk it out to him.
Talk it out. What could they have said?
They should, can I please have the ball back?
Or remember the I statements.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Like it. I don't like it.
When you took my ball away, right? Because I was playing. Good job. Okay, you want to pick another color? Okay, one more, okay? Green. Ready, Zoe? Alice got a grade on a very important school report, a bad grade. She felt like running out of the classroom. What would you tell her to do instead?
I would tell her, if I was her teacher, take a deep breath and use your journal to write why you're angry, and use your I statements when, where, and why you're angry.
Wait, how you feel?
I
Because good. What color do you have, Sophie? Blue. Greg wanted to watch his favorite TV show, but his parents were watching something else. Greg felt like throwing a temper tantrum. What would you tell George to do?
take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath. What else could he do? Anything else?
He could calm himself down.
With a deep breath.
Yeah.
Anything else he can do? With who? With his mom. He could use his I statements, right? Okay. Okay. So that was it. So thank you for having me be in your group. But you can always use your journals. You can always use your I statements. I'm going to give you that. And you can always think about the emotions. You can always take a deep breath. So I encourage you, I think I've told you, if you have a school counselor, you can talk to her about these things. You can see if she has groups. Okay? Thank you so much.